Hey everyone, here with a quick story on the Scotts. Okay, who are the Scotts? I'm talking Kimmi and Maurice Scott from Love and Marriage Huntsville. Well, you know what Maurice had the people in an uproar. Okay, because he came out his mouth, he had the nerve to come out his mouth and say, "Listen, it's not just the want. I need to have sex twice a day, bare minimum." Okay. And even though his wife was diagnosed with cancer, went through radiation, chemo, I'm feeling tired, not feeling well, he didn't care. He said, in spite of it all, she did and she should have as a wife. Whenever I needed sex, she went ahead and dropped it low and spread it wide because I'm her husband, and that's what she should have done. And so the fans was in an uproar. They was like, "Oh my God, he's the worst. He's so insensitive. How could he?" They was feeling bad for Kimmi. But then Kimmi came out and said, don't cry for me. It's all good. I understand my husband. It's okay. I'm not mad at him." Well, you know what, Kimmi? You teach people how to treat you. So if you okay with no matter how you feel when you're going through a situation that is life threatening and on all these crazy medications and all he can think about is his needs, don't be mad when he doesn't put you first in everything else because you teaching him how to treat you. His needs come first. Now, relationship is supposed to be a nice balance of back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Maybe in this season, I need to hold you up. And then the next season, you may need to hold me up. But if every season, even when I'm not feeling well, I got to constantly do everything just for you, Houston is a problem. But that would be a problem for me. It's not a problem for her, and it's not a problem for them. Now, this whole thing is a hot mess, but we're going to get more into this story, guys, right after this. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and share a screen with y'all so we can, let me see, is this the one? Yep, this is what I want to share. Okay, because he did an interview with Carlos King. Messy. Maurice is messy. Listen, those Scott brothers are messy, okay? Love and Marriage Huntsville star defends needing cancer-stricken wife to have sex twice a day. Love and Marriage Huntsville star Maurice Scott from the Oprah Winfrey Netflix shocked fans by persuading his cancer-stricken wife to have sex twice a day to fulfill his needs in a recent episode, and doubling down on his statements during a follow-up interview. Scott's wife, Kimmi, was diagnosed with triple negative breast cancer in June 2022 and had been undergoing chemotherapy and radiation as part of her treatment. There's a difference between wants and needs, and I'm a person who actually needs sex, Maurice said during a June appearance on Carlos King Reality with the King podcast, RadarOnline.com has learned. He told Kimmi in a previous episode that he would prefer to be doing quickies or a more drawn out session at least twice a day, which she found excessive. While chatting with King, Scott sang her praises for performing her marital duties. Life throws us curveballs, like what we're going through right now, and what Kimmi is doing is admirable as a spouse, he shared, to roll over and suffer through it. Suffer through it. Fake it. All for me. Because at that moment, it's something that she's completely didn't desire. I look at it as her standing by me while I'm standing by her, the reality star reason. She suffered, faked it, And you're okay with that. Okay, but we'll continue on, right? Scott credited himself for being honest about his requirements. We should all feel that we would be better people and say, oh no, I don't want or need sex for however long it takes for you to recover. But when they live in reality where that's not true, okay? So after the interviews, fans took to Twitter to sound off about his confession. Well, I never watched Love and Marriage Huntsville, so I don't know if he's like this all the time. Oh, he is. But that Maurice man saying he makes his sick wife suffer through giving him sex and knowing she doesn't enjoy it is some crazy, you know what, to say out loud. One social media Twitter user tweeted, Kimmi has undergone 20 weeks of very aggressive chemotherapy in recent months, receiving her last infusion on December 5th, 2022. A PET scan determined all of the cancer was gone, and so she underwent breast conserving surgery before starting 36 rounds, people. 36 rounds of radiation completed on April 23rd. Kimmi opened up about her journey during a recent interview, stating it was a battle of mind over matter. As a woman, I feel pretty strong mentally, psychologically, physically. I was in pretty good health at the end of the day, but those medications they give you will beat you up. I was exhausted, almost to tears, she told People. Kimmi spoke about the importance of early detection and said it made her feel proud to bring awareness to viewers who watch her peaks and pitfalls on the show. She said, I wanted to tell my story my way, she said, and I would have never thought that I would have been given some platform to help the next woman. The amount of people that had told me that my situation has inspired them to actually go get a mammogram is incredible. Now, listen, and because the people was coming for him, Maurice, after his interview with Carlos King, Kimmi came out to his defense, and I'll just summarize it. Pretty much said, you know what? I understand my husband. I stand by his side. I stand by every word that came out of his mouth, and I'm good. He's my husband. But then on the flip side, she wanted to talk about how she feels like he covers his ex-wife and the son he has with his ex-wife more than he covers her. Girl, you wonder why, Kimmi? And I'm no expert on anything. You know why? Because you have taught this man that his feelings matter more than yours. You have taught this man that he comes first. You have taught the man that whatever he wants to do, he can do it, and you will support him. If a man can't be understanding, it's one thing if a wife is every night talking about, oh, I have a headache just for no reason. I have a headache. But you legit went through chemo, radiation, and had to have breast surgery, and he could care less. And you said you was tired because the meds made you tired. He could care less. He was like, I want it and I need it now. And you had to do it and fake it. And he even came out his own mouth and said you had to suffer through it. This is some shenanigans, but listen, every couple to each his own. But my thing is, Kimmi, don't get on the TV complaining about why you not first. Because you already let this man know he's first. It's what he wants and what he says. Good luck to the both of them. I like Kimmi, but to me, this is foolery. But that's me. Listen, I'm crazy, okay? Sometimes I ain't right in the head. That is me. I think it's shenanigans. I think he is beyond selfish. Selfish is an understatement. Well, anyway, guys, we're going to go ahead and stop sharing this screen. Listen, chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. What do you think about Maurice? But more than that, what do you think about Kimmi standing by him, backing up his nonsense? Probably having, other patients or wives out there thinking, oh, you know what? I better muster up the strength to give my husband what he needs also. If you're in a relationship and for 2.2 seconds you can't deal without having sex, then you're messy. And what happened to me, my thought process is, what would happen if there was ever a moment where she couldn't have sex with him for 2-3 months? Is he out? Is it deuces? Is he going to cheat? Because he said he needs it. He needs it. Like he breathes and like he eats food, he needs it. So if there's ever a time where she can't give it to him for 30 days, she going to be sick to her stomach in the house thinking this man is out there cheating because I know he needs it? Anyway, guys, chat with me. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. For everybody, thanks for watching. Hit that like button. Chat with me in the comments. And when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. This is a hot mess. I'll see you on the next video.